Foreclosure options. Options for homeowners facing foreclosure in the state of Georgia. This video is to help homeowners understand some helpful foreclosure prevention options. Are you having trouble keeping up with your mortgage payments? Have you received a notice from your lender asking you to contact them? Whether you're currently facing foreclosure or not, a question you must ask yourself is, what do you do when you can't pay your loans? The information in this video should not be considered legal advice. The information stated here is my opinion, for you to use as a guide. It is up to you to research more and do your due diligence by speaking with a legal professional who will better represent you, especially if state laws or county laws occasionally change. Again, knowing your options and the pros and cons of each option will make it easy for you to match the right foreclosure exit strategy. Let's start with the basics. What is foreclosure? If the homeowner or borrower fails to make a payment at the proper time for a couple months in a row, the foreclosure process begins. This is when the lender files with the local county court to request authority to acquire the property in order to sell the property. Money received from the sale will be applied to pay off debts on the property, like liens and property taxes, and payments due to the lender. When facing mortgage payment troubles, there are 3 outcomes to choose from. Outcome number 1, get caught up. Keep your home and remain in your home. This requires you to get your mortgage payments current. If the foreclosure process has already started, you will need to pay a reinstatement amount to the foreclosure attorney. They're the ones that handle the foreclosure auction. They will stop the auction once your mortgage is reinstated. Talk to your lender. Your mortgage lender may be able to offer you options to get caught up, such as a loan modification. This can take 3 to 4 months to process, and this isn't a likely option if your house is going to auction in 4 weeks. You can refinance. Again, this application can take 3 to 4 months to process. Something you also need to consider is you can be denied for the loan modification or for a refinance. Why would someone be denied a loan modification? An incomplete or untimely loan modification application. Insufficient finances to afford a modified payment. Lack of hardship or ability to pay the current mortgage payments without issue. You have already received the maximum number of loan modifications the lender allows. You can stall to get caught up. This only works if you have the income to get caught up. One stalling tactic is to file for bankruptcy. It's important to remember that you'll need to hire a bankruptcy attorney to file this with the courts, and this costs a couple of $1,000s because lawyers are expensive. You also need to know that when filing bankruptcy, you still need to pay the mortgage payments past and current, and you need to stay current. Filing bankruptcy doesn't erase some debts such as alimony, child support, tax liens, and student loans. This is not a great solution to keeping your home unless you know you have the money to cover the court fees and attorney's expenses. Outcome number 2, do nothing or hand back the house. Do nothing and lose your home to lender. This is the most damaging outcome because the foreclosure goes on your credit report for 7 years. A second variation of this option is to officially hand over the house to the lender. This is called a deed in lieu of foreclosure, and it also creates long-term damage to your credit report. Outcome number 3, sell your home. If you sell your house before the auction, this will stop the foreclosure auction. With the sale of your house, the liens should be paid off, and if you have a lot of equity, you will walk away with a positive cash outcome. To put your home in the MLS, the multiple listing service, will get you the most money, but it may not be quick or easy. You will need to clean the house to make it show ready to show the house to prospective buyers. You will need to sign up with a real estate agent who will take pictures and put them on the MLS. You may need to have an open house on the weekends, and you may need to allow prospective buyers to walk through your house with an appointment. It may cost money to get your house ready for sale, and you will need to pay your real estate agent between 3 to 6%. It can take up to 3 months or more to sell, and if your house is already in foreclosure, you may not have time for this option. Your other option is to sell the home to a cash buyer. A cash buyer will not require an appraisal or inspection, and a lot of times won't require you to clean out the house. The sale will happen quickly when you sell the house, as is. When selling your home to a cash buyer, they will either pay the lender and liens in full or will pay the reinstatement amount and closing costs and pay off the liens, and then will continue to make mortgage payments. This is where the cash buyer acquires ownership by bringing the loan current. If you are in a position where you want to sell your home to a cash buyer, please contact me. I am located in the Atlanta metro area. My email is lydiaprescotthomes@gmail.com. It's important to know your options along with the pros and cons. If you are facing foreclosure and need more help, reach out to us today. Again, my email is lydiaprescotthomes@gmail.com.